Microphone check 42317. This is audio test. Welcome, everybody. It is Saturday, 11 a.m. Our live stream is on YouTube as promised. We're playing Frozzlers live. If this is your first time here, Frozzlers is a strategic multiplayer combat game. It's like curling mixed with crokinole with obstacles. So if you have never played it before, you can join the game live today with us. We are already on the game page, as you can see here. I'm just gonna take this out of my ear because it's confusing. It's my preview and the stream has a delay, so I hear whatever I say about 30 seconds later on the preview, which is just not what we want. And I think we're ready to go here. So if you want to join the game and play with us today, this is the website you need to go to. Let me scroll past this so it's a little more visible and move myself here. Frozzlers.wagsagents.pro. We're hooking up the actual Frozzlers.com domain really soon, so we won't have to have these convoluted addresses and advertising of our basic web page. You'll just be able to go to Frozzlers.com. That is we're getting that ready for the next live stream. But for now, it's Frozzlers.wagsagents.pro. Go ahead and join at this website to play live with us. So right now we're going to start the first game, or when we do, you guys just see what it's all about. But first, take a look at this shiny, beautiful new website. So when you get to here first, you don't see these guys. You have to sign in to play in the online multiplayer. You can still play as a guest against AI. We're already also working on making the AI a little smarter because it's not great right now. But you can play the basic game as a guest if you click here just to see what it is. But if you sign in, then you can take part in the online multiplayer. And if you scroll down, look at this beautiful graphic. It shows the current live stream. So if you click that, it will take you right to the live stream on YouTube. It also shows the past streams here, so you can watch these if you just want to get familiar with the game. And of course, if you want to subscribe, we very much welcome that. So right now I'm going to head over to the dashboard and I'm going to create a game. And right now we don't have anybody on this live stream, so it's just going to be a two-player game to show you guys what this looks like and what the game is and what you can do. So I'm going to hit create game and I'm going to let Blondie know that we are ready to go. Oh, okay, she's already here. She already joined the game. Fantastic. So I'm gonna pick my color. I always play yellow. We have our favorite colors. And then when you hit ready up, so this is a pretty well-functioning system that brings people into your game. And then when you hit ready up, this button comes up. Last time we played, it was in the center, so I don't know why it's on the left now, but that's fine as long as it starts the game. Here we go. First shot, just nice and easy, going straight for the center, trying to land on the center dot, which is worth 15 points, and I think I will. Yep, that was pretty accurate. And now it's Blondie's turn. Let's see what she does. This is a difficult position. All these rocks standing here in her way, so she's going off the deep end here. Pretty good bounce, but it was just a little too strong. But it's gonna give her 3 points. So for this difficult position here, that's not a terrible shot. And of course now I'm going to. I don't think I want to mess with this 3 scoring puck of hers. I'm just gonna go around it and try to get another one of mine into the center zone. So as you guys can see, this is like a slingshot type of mechanics, where you kind of pull the power string back away from the puck, and then when you release, it starts moving. And the amount of the length of the string is basically determining your power. You can also see the power band here when it's your move. Now Blondie's gonna try and she missed. She definitely didn't want to hit this rock. I know she was just trying to get my 10 scoring puck out of there. So when it's your turn, you're gonna see your release zone appearing randomly. And then with the first click, you put the puck down, and with the second, you start this power band. And you can see the power in the top of the screen moving right now, and also the timer. You don't want to run off time, so you have to release it before this guy here gets to 0. And now I have 3 pucks in the 10 scoring zone. So that's a good score, but it's also going to be pretty easy for her to get them out of there. If she hits them a little stronger, they're all going to fly out of there, and she's going to be in the center zone, and I'm going to be somewhere on the outside. And that is what she's trying to do, except I think she missed again. I don't think she was going for, she was trying to be in between them. And now I have a problem because this is not a great location. So what I'm going to try to do is hit this guy that's scoring 3 right now, bounce off of him, and get him out of the scoring zone. And I did the opposite of the intended. I got him into the 5 and myself out into the Netherland. So, you know, aiming is everything in this game. And now Blondie has another chance to get these 10 scoring guys out of there. If she goes just straight up, yep, with a little bit of power, that's an excellent move on her part. Excellent. Because she got all 3 out of them. From getting 30 points, I dropped down to 13, and now she's in the lead. So I'm going to try and push my 5 scoring guy back in there, see if I can do this. Not quite. This guy's going to go out. So not very good gameplay on David's part so far. It's also maybe because we're both a little under the weather this weekend. We've been fighting some colds, so I apologize, and my voice doesn't sound great. Hopefully these will go away soon and we'll be back to normal. But luckily we're not feeling, excuse me, not feeling bad enough to not be online. So at least that. Now I'm in a difficult position here, so let's see if I can. Oh my god, I missed completely. I will totally end up in the 0 zone here. That was a terrible move. I feel like I'm going to lose this game, but everything will depend on these last few moves. I still have a chance. It's just that that chance is getting slimmer by a minute. So here comes Bonnie aiming for the 15. I think she's going to go past it. She's going to end up right here in the 10, which is still good. She has this rock blocking her here, and let's see if I can get this guy out of here. Yes, I can, and maybe this guy as well. That was a good move. I shaved 5 points off her score and gave myself 5 more, so now we're a little closer. And the problem is this is Blondie's last shot. She already won, so she doesn't even have to. All she has to do is just get some points on the board. Don't care about my stuff. Just get this scoring. And she failed to do that, astonishingly. But that was a good try. She was trying to bounce off the bottom and go here. She still wins the game. Great win. We're going to play another one. So I'm going to say congrats. You create now. So let's go back to dashboard. And when you click find game from dashboard, this is what shows up. You can browse all the public games available. This is the game Bonnie just created. So you can hit join here. And similar dashboard will show up, except right now it's going to be up to the host, which is her, to start this game. And now she started it, and we can play again. So here comes Blondie with a nice and easy shot. Let me see if I can display the chat here. Yeah, the chat is not showing up. So we're going to forget the chat for now and play the game. What can I do? I can try and get this guy out of there if my aiming is not off. And yes, it is. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible. I have to improve. I'm going to end up with a score of 1. So it's 10-1. That's a really troublesome beginning of this game. But as you can see, everything in Frozzlers can change in a split second. Just one crucial shot can take care of all the enemies' opponents' pucks and get yours scoring higher. So let's see. This is a pretty good position now. If I just go nice and straight, I'm gonna hit this guy that's scoring 10 right now. And maybe my guy won't stay there, but neither will hers, and this will go all the way to 3 now. So that was a good move. It gets me to 6, while Blondie still has 8, but at least we're closer now. If I was her, I would try to hit here to get this guy out of there, and then bounce my puck back into the 10 zone, but she's just going for the 10 zone without worrying about my stone, my piece. So depending on where my... exactly, that's what I was worried about. I'm going to push this guy back in. Can I do that? It's kind of crazy move, but I think it's going to work. Let's see. Not good. Not good. Is this going to stay at least in the 1 circle? Yes, it will, but this one is now scoring 0. So that was not optimal. I lost a lot of points on this move, but I still have 4 to go, so I can still do a lot of damage here. Here comes Blondie, nice and safe. This will now protect her, because it's going to be more difficult to get her out of there. But of course, as I said before, one good shot can change a lot in this game. And here it is. This guy was scoring 10 a moment ago. Now it's scoring just 1. And I'm sort of keeping in the range here. Maybe I can get this guy back into the scoring area somehow. That would be great. Here comes Blondie again, nice and easy, just aiming for the center without causing any drama. She's going to be in the 10 zone for sure, putting more points on the board, but also creating more opportunities of getting all of her guys out of there with one good shot, which I'm definitely going to try to do now and see what happens with this strong, powerful shot. This guy is going all the way out to the no land, to the nowhere, to the dead area, and scoring 0 now, which brings us to 19 and 19. So Bonnie is in a weird starting area right now because there's no direct path to glory here, so she's just gonna bounce around and score 3 points, which opens it up to me again. I'm in a much better position now to make something happen. Let's try and go for a double bounce here. Let's see what we can do. Okay. These guys are both going bye-bye. I don't know if this was great. It was not. We're both at 12. And it's her last move now. What is she gonna do? I don't know. I think she's gonna go just straight for the center. She does not like messing around with the bounces. So she's gonna land right on 15. That was a truly great professional shot. It held on to it. And of course, what I'm gonna try to do is push this 5 scoring guy in there and get the 15 guy out of there. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And that's how you win in Frozzlers, my friends. 12-17. We're going to play another game, of course. I'm gonna tell Blondie that I'm going to create this one. Uh, Ranked, 7 pucks, 2 players. Here we go. Going with the yellow, of course, so there's no confusion. Everybody ready? Let's go. The start is almost always the same unless there are rocks in your way. And the ultimate goal here is to have these release zones appear randomly. I think the way the game is coded right now, the starting area kind of always appears first in the 6 o'clock here spot of the game board, which is going to be changed. See, like they are going to be all over and in random places because we want this to be a little bit of chance as much as it is a skill game. It needs to be a little bit of a chance and luck game as well. And what did I do here? Look at this. If this wasn't accidental, I would call myself absolutely brilliant, but I was trying to squeeze in between these rocks. I accidentally hit the lucky bounce here. Is Bonnie going to try and get this puck out of here, or is she going to go straight for the center? Let's see. Maybe we'll also add some music to this game. Why not? We've been too quiet today. All right. It's yellow time, and I have to be creative here because this is getting tough. So let's go for a strong shot. Try to bounce off both edges, and that was not part of my plan. If this rock wasn't here, I would have ended up in the 5 zone here. But now I'm in the dead zone instead. Oh well. You can't win them all. Here comes my pink opponent going straight for the center. Is this gonna hit the yellow one? Nope. Oh, it brushed against it, stayed in the 10. Or, yeah, it did. So it's time to make some mess here and get these boys out of there. We can't just have these guys sitting there scoring 10 points. So let's take care of the scoring board and bring myself up and my opponent down. That's the point. It is a competitive game. You have to go for the scores. And now Bunny will again try to go right for the center. Yep. I think this will bounce off this rock, but it will stay in the 10-point scoring area. That was a great shot. See what I can do here. What if I go off my 5 scoring guy? That gonna help? Oh, it did. It helped a lot. I did not predict this, but look at the results. This guy is out into the boondocks, scoring only 3 instead of 10. So again, if I was Bonnie, I would try to get this guy out of here, but this is a difficult shot. Here she goes off this rock, but staying in the 5, or maybe not even. Yep, this is only 3. Sorry. So what I'm gonna try to do now is get this 10 scoring guy out of there. I don't know how accurate I can be. Oh, that was not good. Oh, it wasn't terrible because he is out, but so are my guys, but I still have a lot more points. So overall, I'm doing pretty good, and she's in a very difficult spot right now. You can go off here, you can go off here, and oh, that was another surprising shot with some lucky bounces. Is this guy gonna come back to the 1? No, it's not. It is not coming back. All right, so let's go for another push here and get this 3 scoring guy back to the 10. Oh. Again, this game can be very surprising. If you don't aim properly and just your angle is off by a few degrees, you're causing a lot of unintended mess. But that's also the beauty of this game because it's a little bit unpredictable. So here comes Bonnie, uh, doing a lot of uh, causing a lot of commotion here that benefits me more than her. And that was the last shot of the game. So this is 33 to 15. Okay, let's play another one. So you guys have great understanding of how all of this works. And of course, if you want to join us for the future live streams, they are all advertised on the main website now. We're going to get more people looking at this website soon. So we're definitely going to have more engagement on these live streams. And also, if you do happen to wander into this website and you like the game, you see those two links here that give you a chance of sending us a little donation as your token of appreciation for the creator. The game is definitely fun to play. It's very competitive. It's got a lot of unexpected situations, a lot of tactics that you can do, a lot of strategies that you can apply. You can win this game by getting everybody out of the center and scoring low points, or you can win it by trying to get all of your pucks closer to the center of the board than your opponents and scoring a lot of points. And now Blani is going crazy here, hoping for a lucky bounce that unfortunately didn't happen. So it's a game of chance and luck, but also a game of skill for sure. Because if you aim carefully and you figure out your bounces and place your pucks strategically on the board, you can definitely also win it this way. And then a lot depends on these random placements of the rocks. As you guys can see in this game, there's only one here in the center, but there's a whole formation here that if your launching zone happens to be on this side, then you're obviously in trouble. And now Blony comes in with a nice and perfectly calculated shot going for the 15. And she stops just short of it. So what I'm going to try to do is a little double bounce here, get this guy back into the 10 scoring zone. And the result is both of them are getting out of there. But I have good score here with this little triangle here that I created. I have 20 points. So that's not to be underestimated. Brownie, for some reason, is going straight for this rock. So she's just going to bounce off and have another 5-point scoring puck. And what I can do is try and hit this 3 guy, bounce off of them, and do nothing. And end up in 3 while this guy is now scoring 5. So obviously I hurt myself more than I gained here. And now, if I was Bonnie, I was definitely trying to get this guy out of here. But let's see what she's gonna do. She's running out of time. Oh, yeah. Okay. She's just gonna push him further into the 10. So if this was a stronger shot, this guy could have gone all the way out. Instead, he's still scoring 10 points. And now I have a problem here, because I can't go through these rocks, obviously. So I'm going to try to bounce off this edge. And that failed miserably. If you're good at pool, like 8-ball game or snooker, you're going to be good at this game, because you probably know, like, the angle of something hitting the edge is the same as the angle of that thing bouncing off of the edge. So if you see this properly, you can go for that bounce. But if you fail to see it like I just did, you're not going to score high. What am I doing here? Let's see how this works. Not wonderful. At least I got this guy out of the board. And I am 1 point ahead with Blondie's last shot coming up right now. She has to She has to do some damage here. Maybe bounce off this guy. Nope, she's going straight for the 10 scoring guy. This was not strong enough to cause any trouble. So all I need is get into the 5 zone. That's all I need to win this game. But of course, I'm going to try to give myself a more difficult task and hit this 5 scoring guy. Uh-oh, and I missed completely. What did I just do? I just lost the game. Oh, that was terrible. I thought I had it. I really thought I had it. Okay. One more. So if you scroll down on the dashboard, you'll see the recent matches, all the points you scored in them, and the leaderboard. Of course, I'm in the first place right now because I'm the creator and I play this all the time and, you know, just for the purposes of testing the game. But we're going to reset this if we have official seasons. When we have official seasons and tournaments, we're going to reset this. Here's Blondie in number 4 right now. So when we have seasons, maybe with some sponsors, maybe with some prizes, that leaderboard is going to reset. But there will be a record of all-time leaderboard when we officially launch this for the first season. We're going to keep those records, so you'll always be able to go back to them and see who won before and what is the all-time leaderboard. We're going to keep that because why not? All right. We're going to bounce off the lower edge of the board here and end up in the 10 zone. Look at this. Okay. In the 5 zone. Yes. That was much better aiming, David. Not ideal. A little underpowered, but still in the realm of pretty good score. What is Blondie going to do? She has a similar problem, and she was not as successful in this attempt, ending up in the dead zone. No score. That's tough, because I'm in a great position now to remove this 10 scoring guy, and of course I will do that. So this guy is going bye-bye, bouncing off rocks, going into the 1 scoring zone. Definitely will end up here. And I just gave myself 5 more points. So now it's 1 to 10. And so far, Donnie is nowhere near winning this game. This will also bounce off. And if it was a little stronger, it would end up in the 10 scoring zone. Maybe it still will. Yes, it will. Wow, right on the edge. Okay. It's time to claim the 15, ladies and gentlemen. Can I do that? Or am I going to be just right next to it? I don't think I can do it. It's just 10, but this 10 is very valuable because it edges me ahead. And she's in a terrible spot here. This is not going to do much. This is just going to be maybe 3. Yep, it missed this rock by a fraction, so it's going to stay in the 3 scoring zone. And I have a great chance of removing this guy, which I'm definitely going to try to do. Yes. And get myself in the 5. And that is close to an ideal move in this game when you remove your opponent's piece from the scoring area and place yourself in the 5 or 10 scoring zone. But this is going to be dangerous now. Look at this. It's just too weak. You need more firepower for this to work. If it was more firepower, both this guy and this guy would be gone. You need more firepower. Let's see if I can get this guy out of there. Yep, he's a goner. He's going to end up in 0. And I'm going to end up in 5 again. So that deserves some music, because that was a strong move. The game is not over yet, but I have an I have a feeling that not a lot is gonna change here score-wise, because I'm not gonna let myself lose this one. uh, famous last words. All right, let's just take this easy and get into the 10 zone. This time I'm gonna be the wuss and not go for a lot of power and just. I didn't even get. Oh, I did for a second, and then it went back to 5. So again, Blondie has a chance to make a lot of damage here. Let's see what happens. If she hits right here. Oh, even better. Yeah, she did hit there. Look at that. Look at that. One shot, well aimed in Frozzlers can change everything. 33-26 all of a sudden. And the best I can do is get this guy out of the scoring zone and hope that I end up in 5. So she's -3, I'm +3. That takes us to 30-29. That was the last shot of the game. If it ended up in the 5 zone, I would have won, but it's 1 point lose. Oh man, what a game. What a game. Let's post a comment. This was a good shot, so it deserves a mention. I'm going to create another game. Let's stay on the feed for one more. Why not? What if I change the color? I'm gonna introduce some confusion and play this. Oh, look at this starting area. See, that's why these release zones have to be random. They can't always be in the same spot. I think it will help the game if they're more random. I'm gonna score nothing. 1 point for this. So it's brown versus pink now. I like confusing things, so the pucks are not that easy to see now. Here comes Blondie bouncing off the rock. Maybe not. Missing it by an inch. Ending up right on the 15. We have a perfect shot, ladies and gentlemen. This is almost exactly in the center of the board. But that also makes it vulnerable. Because David M is a vicious player. And he's gonna get this guy out of here completely and back into the 0. While staying at 5. She sent an emoji that I won't translate for the purpose of not getting kicked out of YouTube. And she comes again with a perfect shot covering the... Nope, it's gonna slide off. But it's still 10, really good. And guess what? I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Sending this guy off to the Netherlands. Scoring 0 instead of 10. And that is the purpose of this game. You have to play aggressively. This is the Red Devil David, she said. David is the Red Devil in this game. For sure. I'm not going to deny that. This is going to be a crushing victory. For whom, though? Because, as I told you before, anything can change in a Frozzlers game with just one well-aimed shot. And now I just caused more damage than good to myself, but also getting her a little further away from the center, which is always good. She's in a difficult spot here. Maybe like a shot off the side, like this way, could do something. Oh, she's actually had a really good plan here. Thank you for pushing me back into the 10 zone. I appreciate that. Boo, she says. I'm going to say thank you. Uh, what do we do here? We're gonna hit this guy and push him closer to higher scores. Nope, not really. Is he even gonna stay in the 5? Yes, he is. Okay. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Here comes Blondie again. Definitely have to apply some power to this. That's right. Yeah, that's what you do. And look at that. She's gonna get her guy back into the 1. No, she's not. It's gonna stop right before it, but my guy is out. That's how you play. You have to play more aggressive. I'm just gonna land in the 10. Nope, I'm gonna hit this rock, so that was pretty bad. But this guy may serve as a blocker, so it's gonna be more difficult to get the other guys out of here. So if I was, yep, this guy is going away. This dude will bounce off. I just say blocker? Didn't I just say blocker? Look at this. He's on the edge again. So even though she hit my guys, it wasn't too much damage. But now we're gonna say goodbye to this 5 scoring dude. While my dude is gonna come back into the 10. Yes! What a move. 32-21. And this is the last shot of the game. Can she cause enough damage to win this? That's the question here. If she gets my both 10 scoring guys out of there, then yes. But this is going to be difficult. She's going to get 1 out of there. No. No. It's a miss. Let me ask her if we're playing one more. 30-24. How does this change the leaderboards? My recent highest scoring game was 33. I'm gonna say you create. So I'll hit find game and find one that find the one that Bonnie just made. Here it is. Join the Red Devil. I like that. I'm gonna be the Red Devil from now on. Pink versus dark red. More like brown. Red Devil is really brown. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Lonnie is now a seasoned player, so she knows how to land directly on 15. That was a great shot, and I can't get this puck out of there. I don't even know how to get in the scoring zone here other than this. Lucky bounce, and I'm gonna be maybe in the 5. Nope, right on the border, but still scoring just 3. And now Blondie, knowing her, will just go very easy and try to land somewhere here. Yep. Is this too strong though? No. No, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Look at that. 25 in just 2 moves, with me scoring 3. But of course, that is the end of this party, because we're saying goodbye to these guys right now. Thank you both. Thank you for your cooperation. Tables can turn very quickly in this game. You think you're scoring a lot, and then your opponent comes up with one cool move, well aimed, with proper power. And oh, Marn is here. Marn is up for a game. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right after this one. Okay, let me just make my move. This 10 guy will definitely leave the party now. I'm just letting Blondie know to create next game after this, because Marn will play with us. Fantastic. So here comes Blondie landing in the 5. This is not dangerous to me. I'm going to well survive this, especially that now I have a chance to get this 5 scoring. Oh no! Misclick. That happens. I'm still in a good position. Except, again, tables may turn very quickly now. Let's see what she does here. She's going straight for the center. Not even trying to get my guy out, just trying to be in the center of the board, which is not a bad technique. Let's see if we can get that guy out of there though, because I don't like this. If I didn't miss, that would have been great. Now it's not very good because that changed the scores dramatically. She says nasty. Well, I mean, it wasn't because I missed. You're winning now. So, if anything, it helped you. Oh, man. Nice and easy 3 points. Okay. You don't have to try very hard now, but I do. So, here comes revenge. Oh, this guy is now in the 3 zone. This guy got back to 10, so I'm still losing, but not as high. I definitely made a little difference here. I think she's going to go straight for the 15, and then I have my last move. Depending on where my release zone ends up, I can try and get both of these guys out of here, but this is going to be all depending on where my release zone is. So let's see. Okay, I think I can do this. I'm going to win this game with the last move, or I'm going to completely screw up. Either way, let's go. It's going to stay in the 10. If it is, I won. It did. It did. All right. Let's get Marn into the game. Bonnie is creating one with 3 players. Here we go. So we're going to test the 3-player functionality here. Everybody's ready. Lonnie will start the game. And here we go. There's a giant rock right in front of her release zone. So she's going to try and squeeze in between these two. That has to be a super precise shot. And it is. Darn. That's really good. It almost got to 15. Here comes Marn. Purple is on attack. Let's see what she can do here. I think this was a misclick. Whoops. All right. Can I go past this one and end up in the center? I think I can. That was close. And I'm going to be at 15? Nope. Too much of an angle. All right. Here comes Blondie. Going straight for the center. Let's restart music because it's too quiet here. She's scoring 15 with this puck. Very nice move. Marn will try to probably get both of us out of here. That's what I would do. Here we go. She's gonna run out of time. No, she's not. Oh, nice. Thank you. David ends up on 15. Blondie goes back to 3. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about this one. Let me see. This is slightly difficult, so just try and end up in the 10 zone. That would be great. 2 pucks in the center of the board. Why not? Very good score. 25 to 8 to 5. Here comes Blondie. Probably offensive. I would definitely go right here, right for this 10. Get this 10 out of here. Get the 15 guy out of here. Yep, she's getting this guy all the way back to 3. while scoring 10 with her own. That's the essence of this game. That's how you have to play if you want to win. And Marn is in a difficult position here. She either goes off the side, or I don't know what else she can do here. But let's see what happens. I'm very curious. We're gonna go off the edge, but that's not strong enough. I don't think she wanted to end up in the dead zone like this. So okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Aiming for the 5, trying to bounce off of that. Let's see if I can do it. No, I'm gonna hit my own back. No, I'm gonna miss everything. I'm gonna miss all of them. If I wanted to go that way, I wouldn't be able to do it. Just straight in between everything and not hit anybody. So that was a crazy shot. Here comes Bonnie again. Probably the same attempt. Just yep, just get in the 10 zone, and she will. Perfectly aimed and perfectly powered shot. Right in the 10 zone. I'm controlling music right now. I'm not stopping the music. I did not let it stop. Perfect DJ here. Here comes Marn with a crazy shot, getting David into the Netherland and back into the 3, I'm gonna say, while placing her own puck in the dead zone. So that was very beneficial to me. Not so lucky for Marn. And what am I gonna do here? If I hit this 5 guy, then Marn is going to have 0 points. Sorry, but the opportunity presented itself. I apologize. Here comes Bonnie. Just nice and easy, staying in the 5. Why not? She's way ahead with her scores. She can absolutely do that. And Marn will now cause nuclear devastation here. Hitting this guy and getting everyone out of the center. Exactly. What a move. Oh man, all of a sudden everything's changed. That was crazy. But why not? Why not? Why not? Let's see if I can do something similar. We're going nuclear here. Let's go nuclear. Blondie's out. I'm coming back. Is this gonna help her? Yes. This is gonna push this back into the 5. Marn, you're not without score. You have 1 point. Oh man, everything can still change. We still all have a few pucks to play. Blondie's going back to the easy game, aiming straight for the center, trying to get the 15, and I think she will. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So she's back to 31. Marn is gonna be on attack, man. I think we're gonna see more damage here. Pucks flying all over the place. Just mayhem. No, not that aggressive. Okay. Okay, you got yourself some points here. Am I gonna be the aggressive one? Can I do it? I think Blondie got this shot in the beginning of the game, so can I pull off something similar? I don't want to hit this first rock. Yes! This guy's going bye-bye. I'm gonna be in the 5. And both of these guys will be in the 3. No, none of them crossed the line. So it's 19-19. And Marn a little bit behind, but she has one more shot. And seeing the devastation you can cause with one well-aimed puck, everything can still change in this game. I'm not even kidding. It's not an easy position to be in, but if you go strong and hit right here, these guys will be flying all over the place. And I think that's what she's going to do, yes. And look what happens. Look what happens. Look at this finish. This is crazy. What? What? Oh, man. What a shot. What a comeback. What a finish. This is absolutely insane. My release zone is difficult, but of course I have not said my last word yet. So here we go, right for the center. Big bounce. Everybody's flying all over the place. And somehow Blondie wins the game. Oh, that was crazy. That was just insane. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we're up for one more. Last time Marn created a game, it kicked us out after 3 shots. So it's worth finding out if this is gonna work better today. Um, so let's wait for Marn's game. We're gonna join it and see if this works today. I have not changed anything in the code since then, and I have no idea why it failed. So let's hope. I'm gonna pick the Red Devil pack again. Let's hope this works today and it doesn't glitch. Oh, she says that was on me because it was 3 shots. Now it's 7. So, uh, okay. Maybe I remember that wrong because I thought it was a 7 pack game and it just quit early, but maybe not. So we're fine. We should be good. Competitive Frozzlers play, my friends. Blind's in a difficult spot and she's running out of time, and I don't know what she's waiting for. She's gonna miss it. She just went off the edge, nice and easy, into the 3, maybe into the 5. This is gonna be somewhere right on the border. Yes, 5 points. And of course, I will break this for everybody. Although I could just go straight for the center. I'm not gonna be aggressive this time. I'm gonna go straight for the bullseye. Let's see if I can get there. This was probably too weak. So only 10 points. Missed opportunity. And here comes Marn. I think my guy will fly out of. No, that's not so easy to do. You have to go around these rocks, which is not gonna be that easy. So we'll see. She's gonna run out of time, and she did. Oi. You have to watch the timer. The timer is only 15 seconds. I actually wasn't sure. I thought it might have been 12. And it seems like a lot, but it's really not. Once you start aiming and weighing your chances and trying to figure out what to do exactly, all of a sudden this shrinks very quickly. And once you see this red line coming closer and closer to this side, you start panicking and then you release early. But sometimes it does work out because you have enough time to bounce off the edge and land yourself somewhere in the 5 zone. Maybe. If this was, yeah, there you go. Right on the edge, but scoring 5 points. 5-20-15. Not bad at all. That's a misclick. Uh that's unfortunate. This could have been a lot of damage from this angle. Hmm. Now it seems like Donnie also um maybe she ran out of time. So let me see. I'm gonna help the ladies here and bounce them around a little bit while getting myself completely out of the scoring zones. Great job, David. Great job. Oh, Okay. For the next feed, I'm also going to figure out a music player that doesn't stop and just keeps plugging in the pre-configured music, so we don't have those moments of complete silence. Blondie is going off the edge. I don't know if this was intended, but if it was, that is a really good move. It ended her right in the center of the board while the rest of us are bouncing around. And of course, right now, we're going to have to end this party and cause some damage here. So this guy is going bye-bye. This guy is going bye-bye. And I'm going to 5. That takes Marn back to 1 point. Blondie's at 16, I'm at 11, so I'm not even leading here. And let's see what she's going to do here. She's going for getting these 2 out of 5, and she will succeed with 1. It's gonna stay in the 3 zone. My guy didn't go far. This rock saved me. And now here's Blondie with another strategic move. This is not gonna be super easy. So let's see what she's gonna do. She's gonna go off the edge, just brushing against my dude, placing herself in the no scoring zone. While it didn't change anything for me, so definitely helps me. And now I'm gonna bounce off of this guy and see where I can. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not what I was hoping to do. So the only thing I caused here is everybody to have less points while I stay at 11. That's okay. Here comes Marn with a chance of turning the tables. Let's see what her move is gonna be. She's bouncing Blondie around. And that's not gonna change things by much. Nobody gets more points. This is a very low scoring game. And we're getting closer to the end here. Few moves left. Few turns. Blondie's probably gonna go for the center here. And I think she missed. I don't think she wanted to hit this rock. She only added 1 point because she lost 2 with this one and added 3. So now she's at 14. And I have a chance of causing some damage here again. Also didn't change much, just added 5 points to my score, which does take me to the first place right now. But of course, we're 2 turns away from the end. Marn has 1 move and Blondie has 1 left, so I don't think I'm gonna win this one. She's going nice and easy right for the 15, and I think she's gonna get it. Oh, come on, yes, yes. That's a really good shot. But all Blondie has to do is get 3 points to win this game. And she is getting that. No. Yes. Okay, she said, oh, I do have the last move. The last move is mine. I forgot. So let's see. Can I get this guy in the 10? And if I do, I think I won this. Stay there. That's right. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Let me see if we can play one more, and then the live stream has been 1 hour now. Are we playing one more, or are we going home and finishing this? Let's wait for some answers. I think we're done for today. Let's see. I think we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Frozzlers Online. Join us for the next live stream to play live with us. The announcement is going to be on the website. When you go to the main website, you have the next upcoming feed here. This one was what you just finished watching. Next one will show up here as soon as we go off the air. So you're going to be able to see. That's probably coming up tomorrow. We don't have the time yet, but we'll figure this out. And if you want to check any of the previous ones, they're right here on the bottom. If you just want to familiarize yourself with the game more, of course, you can also click here to play as a guest, see the game's mechanics, and you can go and sign in, go to your dashboard, and play live games with friends. Marn says, let's do it. Hold on. So maybe we'll play one more. Okay. Is someone creating it? I don't see it. I'll create. I'm creating the game. So everybody join. Ranked. 3 players. 7 pucks. Let's go. Why not? We can play one more. Absolutely. Red Devils are on board. Waiting for Blondie. There she is. Ready up. Everybody ready. Let's start. David M goes first with a terrible setup. I'm going to try to squeeze in right in. Is this a good idea? Is this going to work? Let's see. Right past this one. Bouncing off. It's like a little pinball situation here. Not much has happened. Okay, music on. Let's play Frozzlers, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Marn, bouncing off this rock, going for the 10 zone. Yep, very nice shot. This could have been 15 if it was a little stronger. Nice. Nice beginning. Everybody placing their pieces on the board strategically, setting up for the rest of the game. These rocks here will make it difficult to get the pucks out of the center scoring area. So I think it's important to get yours right in here in the beginning of the game. Because unless your release area is on this side of the board, then you can definitely go for a nice and clean shot and get people out of there. That's right. Ooh, we're flying out of the galaxy here. A moment ago, this was 10 points, now it's 0. So, here comes Marn with a vengeance. Let's see if she can perform a similar maneuver here. That's what she's going for. And what did I just say about these rocks? Look, this is like a pinball situation where it's very difficult to get the pucks out of the center scoring zone. And knowing Blondie, she's just gonna go straight for the center to land another one right here. Yep. And she will. She's gonna be inside 10. Not getting to 15 quite yet, but that was definitely a good move. And look what I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna go a little stronger. And that's right. Keep my guy on 15 while moving everybody else around. Not on 15. It's just like half a millimeter away. Here comes Marn with a big shot. Wow! Look at us flying into like outside of the solar system here. I'm gonna come back to 1. But that was a strong move. Making a lot of noise here in the center of the board. That was a really good move. Here comes Blondie, nice and easy again. Trying to repeat the last few moves. Just keeping pucks in the center area. And I think I will try to do the same. Or should I just go off this guy? I'm going to try it. And I missed completely. That's just that, oh, what is wrong with my aiming? How can you miss like that? Just got myself out of the solar system here without any rhyme or reason. Oh, man. If I play like this, I'm definitely not winning this one. Here comes Marn in a difficult situation. Off the side. And look how effective that was. We're both out of there. She didn't score much, but also got us out of the 10. Nice move. Nice move. All right. Blondie will now use her standard strategy. Just keep it closer to the center. Putting another 5 points on the board. And of course, I'm going to use my strategy and bounce things around just like this. Helping her a lot, actually. Getting myself right in here. This is almost impossible to get out of here. So I'm going to stay here no matter what happens to the rest of the pucks in this game. Marn needs some points. So let's see. This is 3. It definitely helps her. Here comes Blondie. Difficult situation. Going off the side and into the corner of the nowhere zone. I don't know what happened here. Okay. Clear mission, David. Clear mission. Let's see if this works. This guy, is he gonna come back to 1 at least? I got Blondie right in the center. That was not what I thought was gonna happen, but at least this guy's scoring 1. And now Marn, my guess is, will either attack here. Yep, that's what it looks like is happening. No, she's going straight for the center. And equalizing the scores a little bit. Not a bad move at all. Now Blondie is in a very difficult spot. Not much she can do here unless she's gonna pull some rabbit out of a hat. Just nice and easy. Going for the 5. Blocking this area completely now. So what I'm gonna do is, of course, be aggressive because that's my style of play. And get this guy out into 0. While keeping my piece, scoring 5 points. Anything is still possible in this game. This is Marn's last shot, and I think anything is, if this is aimed well, okay, I would have done something different. I would have gone very strong, aiming for these 2. But that's Blondie's last shot, and she needs some points here. So I don't know what she can do. Because so far I'm winning this. She's going to push Marn into the 10. Give her 21. But keeping herself at 23 with David winning the game. And with this, I'm going to end this live stream because we went over an hour. Thank you, ladies, so much for playing with me. The rest of you, if you want to join us for the next one, go to Frozzlers.wagsagents.pro. And when you're on the main website here, you're going to scroll down and see when the next live stream is coming up. We hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.